to an adopted agriculture, herding, or wage labor, the Hadzabe maintain a nomadic lifestyle, accordingly available wild game, seasonal breeze, honey, and water. Their ability to live sustainably off the land without domesticating animals or growing crops makes them one of the few remaining links to humanity's prehistoric past. Bow and arrow hunting, the heart of Hadzabe life. For Hadzabe men, hunting is not just a way to find food, it is a way of life, a rite of passage, and a source of pride. Each hunt is a test of skill, knowledge, patience, and intuition. Equipped with handcrafted bows, poisoned arrows, and sharp instincts, Hadzabe hunters venture into the bush each day in search of sustenance. Small orange diamond craftsmanship of tools. Their bows are made from local trees such as conifera and gruya, while arrows are often tipped with deadly poison made from the sap of the desert rose, adenia. These poisons are powerful enough to bring down large animals like baboons, antelopes, and even warthogs. Arrowheads vary depending on the target, blunt ones for birds, sharp metal points for big game. Small orange diamond the hunt itself. Hadzabe hunters rely on deep knowledge of animal behavior, wind direction, footprints, droppings, and other natural clues. They track silently through the bush, barefoot and often wearing little clothing to stay cool in the intense heat. Communication is subtle, a look, a whisper, a hand gesture. The goal is not just to catch, but to do so efficiently, respectfully, and with as little suffering as possible. Small orange diamond hunting is a social activity. Though sometimes solo, hunting is often done in small groups of 2 to 5 men. When an animal is killed, the entire tribe benefits. Meat is roasted over an open fire and shared equally, regardless of who made the kill. No food is wasted. Bones are cracked for marrow, organs are eaten for their nutrients, and skins are repurposed. Woman farmer the role of women, foraging, feeding, and teaching. While men hunt, Hadzabe women are the guardians of the land's edible bounty. Each
So tinama pema ikuye napi mikabibi. Bai mikazu. Mikazu atiko baite kwa mama. Bai apa.
Changes. Instruments are simple, hand drums, wooden flutes, and voices, but the passion and energy are contagious. In these moments, joy outweighs scarcity. Honey pot, the sweet taste of honey. One of the most treasured foods for the Hadzabe is honey. Using smoke to calm bees, they climb tall trees, sometimes barefoot, to reach hidden hives. The effort is dangerous but worthwhile. Honey is a rich source of energy and is shared with all, especially children. Honey hunting is often done in partnership with a bird called the greater honey god. This wild bird leads Hadzabe hunters to hives in exchange for leftover wax. A rare example of human-animal cooperation that has evolved over generations. Berba culture at risk. The Hadzabe way of life, though ancient and effective, is under threat. Encroaching farms, land grabs, climate change, and outside pressures all challenge their access to hunting grounds and clean water. Many Hadzabe have been forced into settlements or pushed toward dependence on tourism or government aid. Yet, some Hadzabe continue to resist assimilation, holding fast to their traditions. Their survival is not just a matter of food, but of identity, wisdom, and freedom. Speech balloon: why the world needs the Hadzabe. In a world increasingly dominated by consumerism and disconnection from nature, the Hadzabe remind us of something vital. Deep in the wilderness of Tanzania, the Hadzabe Bushmen live with nature, not just in it. With no supermarkets, fast food, or even farming, their way of life depends entirely on the land. In this raw and eye-opening episode, we follow the Hadzabe as they show us what true survival means, eating whatever they can find to push back hunger. When the bush is your only grocery store, you adapt or go hungry. That's why you'll see these incredible people tracking wild animals, digging for edible roots, roasting small game over a fire, and even foraging for fruits and plants that most of us wouldn't recognize, let alone dare to eat. But this isn't just about food. It's about Hadzabe women in the wild, hunting techniques of true hunter-gatherers. Discover the remarkable strength and wisdom of Hadzabe women as they demonstrate ancient hunting and gathering techniques passed down through generations. Living in harmony with nature, these women play an essential role in sustaining their community, from tracking small game to foraging for edible roots and berries. Experience the daily life, survival skills, and resilience of one of the last true hunter-gatherer tribes in Africa. Step into the heart of the Tanzanian wilderness and experience the Hadzabe tribe's morning like never before. Watch as they prepare and enjoy a traditional wild breakfast using age-old techniques, fresh forest ingredients, and the spirit of community. This is not just a meal, it's a powerful expression of survival, culture, and connection to nature. In the remote landscapes of northern Tanzania, far from cities and modern conveniences, live the Hadzabe, one of the last true hunter-gatherer tribes on earth. While the men are often seen with bows and arrows chasing down game, the women of the Hadzabe tribe are equally impressive in their own right, showing off ancient hunting and gathering techniques passed down for generations. Armed with digging sticks, sharp instincts, and deep ecological knowledge, these women head into the wild in search of edible roots, tubers, wild fruits, and even small animals. What makes their approach so captivating isn't just their skill, it's their attitude. They move through the bush with confidence, laughter, and a strong sense of community. They joke, tease each other, and even sing as they work, bringing humor and joy into the harsh world of survival. It's this fusion of practicality and playfulness that makes watching them both educational and deeply entertaining. Every movement, every gesture tells a story of resilience, tradition, and a deep connection to the natural world. These women aren't just surviving, they're thriving in one of the most untouched ecosystems on Earth. Their knowledge of medicinal plants, animal behavior, and edible species is unmatched, and all without any formal education, just pure, lived experience. In a world where modern life often pulls us away from nature and community, the Hadzabe women remind us of a deeper truth. Women teach children what to eat, how to find it, and how to survive, passing on a wealth of ecological and medicinal knowledge. In some cases, women and older children may also hunt small animals like birds, squirrels, and rodents using traps or simple tools. This division of labor is not hierarchical, both roles are valued equally and serve the community as a whole. Hadzabe society is remarkably egalitarian, there is no formal leadership, and decisions are made communally. Both men and women have freedom in choosing their roles and expressing their voice. Compass navigation without technology. The Hadzabe use no maps, compasses, or GPS. Yet they move with confidence through forests and savannas, recognizing every tree, stream, and cliff by memory and intuition. Children as young as 5 begin learning the landscape by shadowing their parents, gradually absorbing the knowledge that will one day help them survive on their own. Musical note culture, music and joy in the bush. Life in the bush is not just about survival, it is also rich with meaning, laughter, and celebration. Music plays a central role in Hadzabe culture. Men and women gather around evening fires, clapping and singing traditional songs with rhythms that reflect nature, storytelling, and daily life. Dances often mark successful hunts, marriages, or seasonal changes. Instruments are simple, hand drums, wooden flutes, and voices, but the passion and energy are contagious. In these moments, joy outweighs scarcity. Honey pot, the sweet taste of honey. One of the most treasured foods for the Hadzabe is honey. Using smoke to calm bees, they climb tall trees, sometimes barefoot, to reach hidden hives. The effort is dangerous but worthwhile. Honey is a rich source of energy and is shared with all, especially children. Honey hunting is often done in partnership with a bird called the Greater Honey Guide. This wild bird leads Hadzabe hunters to hives in exchange for leftover wax. A rare example of human-animal cooperation that has evolved over generations. Urban culture at risk. The Hadzabe way of life, though ancient and effective, is under threat. Encroaching farms, land grabs, climate change, and outside pressures all challenge their access to hunting grounds and clean water. Many Hadzabe have been forced into settlements or pushed toward dependence on tourism or government aid. Yet, some Hadzabe continue to resist assimilation, holding fast to their traditions. Their survival is not just a matter of food, but of identity, wisdom, and freedom. Speech balloon: why the world needs the Hadzabe. In a world increasingly dominated by consumerism and disconnection from nature, the Hadzabe remind us of something vital, that it is possible to live with the earth, not just on it. They teach us about community, resilience, cooperation, and balance, values the modern world often forgets. Their hunting techniques are not primitive. They are deeply intelligent, efficient, and sustainable. Their songs and dances are not enterta.
A day in the wild, honey hunting with the Hadzabe Bushmen. Spending a full day with the Hadzabe Bushmen of Tanzania is more than an experience, it's a step back in time, into one of the last truly ancient ways of life. And among their most cherished daily rituals is the honey hunt, an incredible journey deep into the African wilderness in search of nature's golden gift. Sunrise morning in the savannah. The day begins at sunrise. The air is crisp, and the village slowly stirs to life. There's no alarm clock, just the calls of birds and the rustle of leaves. The Hadzabe men prepare for the hunt with bows, arrows, and simple tools. No GPS, no maps. Their guide? A tiny wild bird called the Greater Honey Guide, known for its unique relationship with the tribe. This bird sings a specific call and flits from tree to tree, guiding the hunters toward hidden beehives. In return for its help, it gets a share of the honeycomb, usually the wax and larvae. Bow and arrow tracking the hive. The hunt is physically demanding. You follow the bird's song through dry savanna, rocky hills, and thick brush. The Hadzabe move with quiet confidence, reading the land like an open book. Tracks, scents, tree scratches, insect sounds, every detail holds meaning. When the hive is found, it's often high up in a baobab or tree hollow. Without hesitation, the men craft a fire torch and climb barefoot, smoke billowing upwards to calm the bees. Harvesting honey the hard way. What comes next is a mix of courage and precision. With bees swarming, the Hadzabe extract chunks of dripping honeycomb by hand, often enduring stings with little complaint. It's raw, wild honey, sweet, smoky, rich, and unlike anything from a store. They share it right there under the tree, laughing, resting, savoring. Everyone gets a taste, elders, young hunters, even the children who come along. It's not just food, it's fuel, tradition, and a source of pride. Living with the land. The rest of the day is spent walking and foraging. Sometimes, they find more hives. Other times, they gather roots, tubers, berries, or hunt small animals. Everything is used. Nothing is wasted. Sitting by a fire at sunset, the honey gathered that day is sometimes mixed into a simple dish or shared again with nearby families. There's singing, storytelling, and quiet reflection.